The headlines in 2011 have been grim for Michigan school districts, forced to make do with education funding cuts. This follows several years of economic decline in the state. One district, however, has a much different perspective.
The greatest gift ever given this school district has been this recession.
Oxford School Superintendent Dr. William Skilling came on board in 2007, right in the thick of the state's financial crisis.
What will most districts do in this situation? They'll whine, they'll complain, they'll blame the governor, they'll blame their legislators. I said, we'll leverage this economy to create Oxford's finest hour.
And Skilling believes he did just that by doing the exact opposite of what many other districts have done to save money.
Well, the first thing we did is in September of 2007. This is a small step, but it was huge because it really helped to drive home the point. We eliminated pay to play, and we paid everybody back. We sent about $80,000.
And that was just the start.
We've added several athletic teams. We've almost doubled our entire fine arts programs. We've created a whole new orchestra program that's K-12. It starts in kindergarten with classical guitar and violin with kids. We've created the only 11-year required world language program where every student goes through a world language from kindergarten through 10th grade, mandatory.
Once he conquered the bricks and mortar world, Dr. Skilling took Oxford schools to the rest of the world and brought the world to Oxford with a virtual learning program he says eventually will double enrollment.
We're about 5,000 students right now. We expect to be 10,000 students within 5 years, with 50% of those students being virtual, never setting foot in one of our classrooms. Our access is to any student, anywhere, anytime, on demand.
Lachelle Pierre has spent some of her time in the classroom at Crossing Bridges, Oxford's new alternative high school, and the rest without stepping foot into a school building.
In the classroom, you're distracted a lot because you have your friends there. And when you're missing, a lot of work or you're not getting it, you may not always feel comfortable asking over and over again when other students are getting it. But if you're able to just work at your own pace, review what you need to review, it's easier. And it's not so much stress on you or pressure to get stuff done. You're able to work how you want to work.
Lachelle finished up 10th grade, all of 11th, and moved into the 12th grade in just 1 year's time. It is this prospect for success that prompted Laura Blackburn to sign up her son Christopher for Oxford's virtual classroom during the summer.
As a parent, I like it because I can hover in a positive way. I know what the curriculum is, so I feel safer because I didn't always have that confidence with the teacher in this classroom. If I approached them, they didn't always convey what he was learning.
This flexibility has paid off for Christopher in more ways than one.
A couple weeks ago, I was at a baseball tournament in Cincinnati, and if I was in summer school, I couldn't attend anything during that week. But since it's online, I just took my computer with me, and I just did classes right there in the hotel.
Janet Schell teaches at both Crossing Bridges and online and says she's excited about the possibilities.
I think all kids would benefit from virtual. That's the cool thing. I look at my classroom and think, what would work best for each child? How would different ways of learning benefit? And an at-risk population, oh my goodness, there's a whole variety of ways to help them.
This supports what Mackinac Center Education Policy Director Mike Van Beek found during his research on virtual learning.
That's where schools are first starting to use this new technology, is they're providing different opportunities, different alternatives to students who, for whatever reason, it's not working in the traditional classroom. And for many schools and for many students, this is doing a very good job of giving them better options.
And Van Beek says virtual learning and other innovations in Oxford schools may seem like a revolutionary way to run a school district, but really shouldn't be.
Absolutely not. I think the things that Oxford is doing should be a model for other school districts. They should be constantly looking at ways of providing new opportunities, more choices, more options for their students in their districts. And using online learning is a way to do that that's cost effective and is exciting for kids.
I actually like it better online because in the classroom I'm bored a lot because I'm usually doing it ahead and the teacher's trying to do everything out with other kids who are still behind.
And instead of me trying to finish 6, 7 classes in 9, 10 months, I can be done half the time with all of my classes.